Hello people, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful Ankara and Aso Oke mixed dress. It comes with two pockets, two slits on the side, Aso Oke for the hem, Aso Oke on the sleeves, and Aso Oke pockets at the front pattern. If this is a video you're interested in, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. On this channel, we make trending outfits, trending styles that fits us perfectly. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make this gorgeous outfit. Now let's get right into drafting and making of this outfit. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the growing family. Thank you for my current subscribers. Now let's start with the drafting of this pattern. I'll be making use of Ankara fabric and Aso Oke fabric. In Yoruba language, Aso Oke comes in awe. That's the pre-cuts that it comes in the pack. I think it comes in this aware form, but each aware is 64 inches. I'll be using 128 inches for mine for the outfit I'm making. That's 2 aware. So right now I've just gone ahead to fold my Ankara fabric into two, and I'll be folding it into two again because I'll be cutting both the front and the back pattern at the same time. I'll be drafting and cutting at the same time. So right now I'll proceed to drafting the front pattern. After folding, I'll proceed to drafting the length of my Ankara fabric. That's 45 inches. I'll be marking my shoulder to bust line 9 inches, shoulder to waist 16 inches, shoulder to hip 24 inches, shoulder to length 45 inches, and I'll be connecting with a straight line. The shoulder to bust line is not needed, but I just use it as a guide because from that measurement I'll be marking my sleeve length. So I'll proceed now to just connecting with a straight line, and after that I'll proceed to marking the neck width of 4 inches. You can do 5 inches if you have a wider neckline. So I'll do 4 inches, and I'll be coming down by 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope. You can do 1 inch if that one works for you, but I'll be using 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope, and I'll connect it to the 4 inches neck width. So for my neck depth of for the back, I'll do 1.5 inches for the I'll be doing 5 inches for the front neck depth. So I'll proceed now to marking that measurement, and I'll come down here to mark my sleeve length of 11.5 inches because I want my sleeves wide. I don't want it tight, so I want it wide enough. So I'll draw a line to come in, and now from there I'll be marking my waist measurement of 38 inches divided by 4. That will give me 9.5, and I'll be adding 3 inches of sewing allowance to this, and my hip is 44 divided by 4. That will give me 11. I'll be marking 3 inches of sewing allowance as well, and for the inches I have on my hip line, I'll replicate that to my hem, and I'll add 1 inch at my hem. So I'll proceed now to just connecting the lines just as shown. After connecting the lines, I'll go ahead and curve my necklines, both the front neckline and the back neckline. And after that, I'll go ahead and cut out both the front and the back pattern. So I'll proceed now to just curving the sleeves. I'll proceed to curving mine just as shown. If you have watched my video to this point, please don't forget to give this video a like. It helps YouTube push out my content. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And if you have any questions regarding the drafting of the pattern, please leave it in the comment section and I'll be sure to reply. Thank you for watching these tutorials. I hope you learned something from me. So right now we are done with the drafting. I'll proceed to cutting out my pattern. Please be careful while you're cutting out your pattern. You want to take your time in cutting out your pattern. In this pattern, we'll be including pockets, both the front and at the sides. So right now I'm just opening up the sleeves. I'll separate the front from the back after cutting out the neck width and the shoulder slope. So I'll remove this and I'll notch it first, my waistline, my hemline, and my hip line. I'll be marking 4 inches for my slits because I'll be attaching Aso Oke to the hem. I first of all marked 10 inches, but I later changed it to 4 inches because the Aso Oke fabric made the outfit longer. So I'll be doing that, and after notching, I'll separate the front from the back. And I'll proceed now to just marking my pockets 2.5 inches from my waistline. You can do 1.5 if that's what you want, but 2.5 is okay for me. So I'll come down by 2.5 for my waistline for my pocket, and I'll proceed to separating it. So after that, I'll cut out my interface for both the front and the back. If you don't understand what I'm doing, please just watch the video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. I'll be sure to reply. I'll be slitting the front of the outfit open. That's the front pattern. I'll slit it open just as shown. That's the neckline I'm going for. So after that, now we are done. So I'll just cut out another fabric for the interface of the front. you want to place your fabric on another fabric to cut out your interface if you have enough fabric to work with. For this outfit, I made it of 2.5 yards of Ankara fabric. So I'll proceed now to cutting the neckline. After cutting both the front and the back, we'll proceed to joining and sewing of the outfit. But before that, I'll be cutting out my pockets. To cut out my pocket, I'll be folding the fabric into two, and I'll just be placing my hand on the fabric, and I'll proceed to cutting out my pocket just as shown. If you don't know how to cut a pocket, this is a tutorial for you to know how to cut out your pocket. Place your hand on it and just trace out the pattern just as shown. So I'll be working with 8 inches of width and 10 inches of length. You can make yours deeper than that. Whatever you choose works fine. So after cutting out the pocket, I'll cut the back neck interface. I've gone ahead to do that. So right now I've gone ahead to attach my interfacing to both the front and the back pattern. And after putting the interface for both the front and the back, I'll begin the designing of the outfit with the Aso Oke fabric. So I cut out Aso Oke 8 inches and 6 inches. So I'll proceed now to cutting out my pocket. So I just went ahead to cut in length 10 inches. So I fold in 2 inches and I'll be, covering it just as shown. My pocket is a bit longer. You can make yours shorter. So I'll proceed now to just showing you how I'll be folding the Aso Oke pocket. I'll be pinning it down on my fabric. You have to pin it down on your fabric so that you don't make a mistake while you're sewing it on the sewing machine. Take your pin and pin it down on the fabric. I'll proceed now to showing you how I did mine. So I proceeded to pinning down my pockets to the front pattern. So I'll just proceed to pinning it all the way around. You want to do this step so that your Aso Oke does not move while you are sewing on the sewing machine. So after pinning it in, I've gone ahead to sew down the pockets on my sewing machine. I came down from my shoulder by 9 inches for the pocket. You can do 10 inches, but I did 9 inches. So right now, I just folded my fabric. The next step is to trim your hem so that they will be equal before placing the Aso Oke on the hem. You want to fold your fabric into two and make sure they are properly trimmed, and make sure that the lengths are equal before you place your Aso Oke on it. So I'll proceed now to doing that on the sewing machine. I'm just cutting out my hem. So after cutting out the hem, I've gone ahead to do that. I've joined my shoulder seams together. I've joined the hem, the Aso Oke to the hem, and I've proceeded to sew in my front pocket. So the next step now is for me to attach my sleeves and my pocket. I'll proceed to attaching my pocket to my outfit. I'll come down by 2.5 inches. That's 2.5 inches mark. That's where I'll attach my pocket. So and I'll be, putting the Aso Oke on the sleeve just as shown. You want to make sure that you check the front and the right side and the wrong side of the Aso Oke, so that you don't make a mistake when you're sewing. So right now, after doing that, I'll come down by 4 inches. Yeah, you can see me marking 4 inches for my slits because the Aso Oke made the outfit longer. So I marked 4 inches. That's where my slits will be starting from. So I've gone ahead to join my side seams together and my sleeves. It came already looking nice. This is the finished product. I'll give it a good press and the outfit came out really looking nice. This is the end of the tutorial. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share this video. Bye.